Hello everyone, welcome back to another unboxing of one of these sealed Xena VHS season box sets. If you missed the other ones, go ahead and check them out. Last time we did seasons 3 and 4. Season 5 is the only one that I'm still missing. It was not included in this big bundle. So we're moving on to season 6, which I absolutely love. I know for some people it's a little hit or miss, people a little more divided on, I think, the last season, just from people that I've talked to over many years, and especially the last episode. But for me, I absolutely love Xena's final season. Overall, if I had to pick, it would probably be my third favorite season behind seasons 2 and 3. I just thought it was fantastic. I thought the whole thing went out on top. A show that ended way too early, but at least it ended while it was still in its prime, and it was fantastic. Let's start with this first tape. And we have tape 1. It's always difficult with these sets to get the very first tape out for the first time. That's why there's always a little bit of a cut there, because these sets have been sealed for 23 years, well 22 by the time we get to the season 6, but over 2 decades. Again, that first one's a little tight and then things are fine. We have Coming Home and The Haunting of Amphibolus, which I love that episode. I just thought that was fantastic. I love that from the first time that I saw it. Got a lot of the bit of the Evil Dead vibes creeping into that one. Heart of Darkness and Who's Gurkhan. Another one that I really enjoy. Legacy and The Abyss. The Rheingold and The Ring is another one of those things where both Xena and Hercules did the Nordic mythology, and both were great, but the Xena ones were, for me, definitely better. Return of the Valkyrie, and this and A Day in the Life are probably my 2 favorite comedic episodes. Old Aries Had a Farm, just brilliant. Dangerous Prey and The God You Know. Are You There? And Path of Vengeance. To Helicon and Back and Send in the Clones. Send in the Clones is a little bit silly, but still like it. And we have The Last of the Centaurs and When Fates Collide. Many Happy Returns and Soul Possession. And the, just from my interactions, somewhat controversial ending of the series, A Friend in Need, Part 1 and Part 2. It seems like, just from everyone that I've ever talked to, a big divide between you either absolutely love it or a little disappointed with how it turned out. For me, I absolutely love it. I think it turned out, perfectly. I love the way it ended. If you're watching this, I'm sure you're familiar with Xena, so it's not going to spoil anything to say that Xena dies at the end, and I think from even the very first episode, you realize that's how it has to end, with Xena dying. It just seemed to be the logical conclusion for the franchise, and of course I wanted it to go on. I think a lot of it is just the sadness of the series ending, and partially because the series would have gone on longer if Hercules had continued longer, if Kevin Sorbo had not left at the middle of, not even fully middle of season 6 and had renewed his contract. They were actually going to do Hercules full season 6. I think 7 and 8 were on the table, so Xena would have continued on as well, but yeah, I think so. A little bit of sadness about it ending before its time and with Xena dying, but I don't know, I think that it ended in a way that I think was appropriate for the story, and as much as I would love to see 2 or 3 more seasons of Xena, the one positive you can say is, again, it ended while the show was still fantastic and didn't have time to peter out like some shows that go on forever. So every once in a while, ending a bit early can almost have, that silver lining. And then we have the certificate of authenticity.